All right, welcome to your yoga class now. So for this, all you might want is a set of yoga blocks. We're basically going to just be doing some very simple sun salutations with some added twists and stretches in between. So the blocks can be really helpful bringing the earth to you to support you in your practice. So if you know you're going to want your blocks, I'm going to recommend setting them maybe on their highest or their mid setting, a little bit wider than hip distance towards the top edge of your mat. Now, once you have all of that, go ahead and stand in Tadasana. So mountain pose, feet are right underneath your hips, arms down by your side, a slight tucking of the pelvis. And let's just take 3 deep breaths together, and then we're going to jump right into it. So take a nice deep inhale and a nice strong exhale. 2 more deep breaths just like that. Feel your body softening and melting on the exhale. 1 more breath. Now we're going to start with just sun salutation A, nice and easy, but I'm going to extend the invitation to actually reverse the breath. So if you're a regular practitioner, it will be a little different than what you're used to. So take your inhale. As you exhale, raise your arms. As you inhale, fold forward, hinging from the hips. As you exhale, come up halfway, gliding the hands up the shin bones. As you take your next breath, fold and step back to your plank. Maybe perhaps for this first one, lowering your knees first, then your chest, then your chin. Using the next breath to pull through to cobra. Using your in-breath to come into downward facing dog, sitting the hips back, lifting the knees from the floor. As you inhale, gaze forward, step forward. As you exhale, come up halfway. As you inhale, fold. And then root to rise, coming all the way to stand. As you exhale, bringing your hands to heart. Take your inhale here. And your exhale. Take 1 more inhale, so we'll be on the reverse breath. Exhale, lift the arms. Inhale to fold. Exhale to half lift. Inhale to lower onto your belly. Exhale to come into a gentle back bend in your little cobra. And then use your next breath to come into downward facing dog. On the inhale, gaze forward, step forward. Exhale, come up halfway. Inhale to fold. Exhale, root to rise. Hands to heart. Stay for a breath and a half. So stay for your inhale and your exhale. Take your next inhale. And as you exhale, reach the arms up. We're going to change it up just a little bit. Inhale to fold. Your blocks are right there. They might be really helpful. Use your next breath to step your left leg back, lowering the left knee towards the floor. You can walk your blocks back so they're more framing the right foot. Use your exhale to sink into the hips. And your inhale to sit the hips back, straightening your right leg any amount. Now keep the weight into the left hand. The next time you come forward on the exhale, open up and twist your chest towards the inner right thigh, cactus shaping this right arm. Now we're going to reach the right arm forward as we sit the hips back, straightening the right leg any amount. We're going to flow that 2 more times. So both hands to the blocks, come forward into your low lunge, hips square, chest open. Sit the hips back, straightening the right leg any amount. Grounding through the left hand, gently twist the inner right thigh as you cactus shape this right arm. As you sit the hips back, reach the right arm overhead like this big arch motion. Slowly bring your right hand back to either the floor or the block. Square the hips, open through the collarbone and chest. Sit the hips back 1 more time. Exhale, open and twist, cactus shape the arm. Inhale, sit the hips back and reach forward. Exhale, back to your low lunge. Tuck your left toes under, pick up your left knee, set your blocks off to the side. Hands to floor, step your right leg back to meet your left leg. Inhale, lower to the belly. Exhale, cobra. Inhale, downward facing dog. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, gaze forward, step forward. Exhale, come up halfway. Inhale to fold. Exhale, come to stand. Hands to heart. Stay for a breath and a half. As you take your next exhale, reach the arms up. Exhale. Inhale, fold. Exhale, come up halfway. Inhale, fold. Maybe grabbing your yoga blocks. This time stepping the right foot back. Lowering the right knee towards the earth, maybe walking the blocks back so they're framing the left foot. Exhale to drop the hips, open the chest or the collarbone. Inhale, sit the hips back, straighten your left leg any amount. Exhale, ground your right hand, twist your chest, the inner left thigh, cactus shape this left arm. Sit the hips back, reach the arm forward, arching through the body. Flow that 2 more times. Both hands to the block or towards the floor, square the hips, open up into your low lunge. Sit the hips back. Exhale, come forward, twist with the cactus arm. Inhale, extend the hips back, reach the arm forward. Exhale, low lunge, square the hips. Inhale, sit the hips back. Exhale, open, twist, cactus arm. Inhale, reach forward, sit the hips back. Come back through your low lunge, set your blocks off to the side. Hands to floor, tuck your right toe under to pick your right knee up, step your left leg back. Inhale to lower to your belly. Exhale, cobra. Inhale, downward facing dog. Stay for your exhale. Stay for your inhale. And on your next exhale, sweep your right leg up, three-legged dog. Inhale, draw it through. Exhale, root to rise. Come into your crescent lunge. Your feet are on railroad tracks rather than a balance beam. Draw your navel in. Bend your back knee a little bit so we're not turning this into a back bend. And then pivot that back foot so your heel to arch alignment. Open up warrior two. Flip this front palm. Exhale, reverse warrior. We're going to bring this right forearm to right thigh. Use your next breath to come into extended side angle. Slowly come back through, reverse warrior on the exhale. Inhale, cartwheel your hands towards the floor. Take your vinyasa of choice. Coming to the belly. Taking that micro back bend. And then inhaling to downward facing dog. Stay for the exhale. Stay for the next inhale. As you exhale, float your left leg. As you inhale, draw it through, stepping the foot to the hand. Use the next breath to come up into your crescent lunge. Inhale, open up, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior, flipping that front palm, reaching it towards the sky. Inhaling into extended side angle, left forearm to left thigh, right arm reaching overhead to the space in front of you. Exhale to reverse. Inhale to take your vinyasa, so cartwheel the body towards the floor. Keep staying with that in-breath as you lower your belly. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, downward facing dog. Stay for the exhale. And on the next inhale, gaze forward, step forward. Come up halfway, hands to shins. Slowly lower down. Exhale, root to rise. Hands to heart. Stay for your inhale. As you exhale, shift the weight into the left leg, draw your right knee into your chest. And then extend that leg back, stepping it to the back of the mat. And then turn the body so you're facing the long edge of your mat. Turn all 10 toes to face forward. Use your out breath to reach up. And use your in breath to fold into your wide-legged position. Place your right hand underneath your face or your chest or in between the arches of the feet, whatever feels the most natural for you. And as you exhale, open your left arm to the sky, rotating your chest open. Stay for the in-breath. As you exhale, you're going to thread this left arm underneath the right, reaching for the outside of your right leg anywhere that feels okay for you. Then use this right hand to twist your upper body towards the right or the back edge of your mat. Feeling what maybe hopefully feels like a nice release to the hamstrings, but also the upper left quadrant of your body. And then slowly release. Place both hands on the floor in front of you, underneath your face, your chest, or in between the arches of the feet. Bring your left hand now through the center. Press to that left hand. Reach your right arm up towards the sky, twisting your chest towards the right, or again, the back edge of your mat. And then slowly, as you start to release this right hand to the floor, thread it under the left, reaching for the outside left leg, anywhere that feels okay. And then pull into that leg, push into the hand on the floor to twist your upper body towards the front of your mat. And slowly release both hands onto the floor. If they are between the arches of the feet, I'm going to invite you to bring them right underneath the shoulders. Bend your right knee. Keep your left leg nice and straight. Keep the feet grounded onto the floor. All 10 toes facing forward. And then use your hands to push and glide the hips to the left, bending the left knee, keeping the right leg straight. Again, glide yourself into the right leg. Keep your hips nice and low, opening up the inseam of the left leg. Again, glide towards the left. Nice, slow and controlled, bringing awareness to the hips and the inseam of the legs as you keep switching side to side. And take one more here. The next time you're back into that left leg to the top of the mat, start to just unwind yourself, walking yourself forward to face the front edge of your mat. You're going to lower your right knee towards the floor and then turn so your right foot is more towards the left long edge of your mat. Now your blocks are still here. They may be really helpful. Walk them in. You're going to bring the left knee in front of the right knee. Walk yourself back a little bit more. The block can be really helpful. Place that underneath your hips as you have a seat in this crisscross position. Take your right hand to the floor on the outside of that right hip. Reach your left arm up and over, opening through that left side body. Take one more deep breath here. Now we're slowly going to transition to the other side, and if this transition doesn't work for you, please feel free just to flip-flop your legs. But you're going to press the outside pinky edges of the feet to slowly lift up. You're going to twist to face the back edge of your mat. Keep pivoting on the feet. Keep twisting, keep twisting, keep twisting until you land on the other side and you can lower your hips to your block. So just keep unraveling. Don't move the feet. Just keep twisting, twisting, twisting until you land. Bring your left hand to the outside of the floor on the left side. Reach your right arm up and over. Breathing into the right side rib cage. And release that arm. Lean slightly forward, just enough you can slide your block out. Have a seat. Extend your bottom leg first, which would probably be that left leg, and then extend your right leg. Inhale, take a nice big breath as you reach the arms up. Exhale, gentle forward fold. Let this be more like a yin style forward fold. So rather than looking for your deepest range, look for something that you can just feel a little sensation in the back body, but nothing painful or pulling. And this was a brief practice, but if you have time for Shavasana, I invite you just to come to lay down and enjoy a brief Shavasana on your own. But if it's time to move on with your day, just go ahead and bring the legs into a comfortable seated position. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down, bringing the hands to your heart. Thank you for coming out and sharing this practice with me today. From my heart to yours, be well.